Hello everyone, I'm Max Barrows, current representative of Self-Advocates Becoming Empowered, SABE. The topic we will discuss on this video is supporting your son or daughter to express their sexuality. There are a lot of myths out there about people with disabilities and sex, but I am here to say that we are all sexual beings. We deserve accurate information about sex. If we know the right information, we are more likely to make healthier decisions. My friends tell me that if they are looking for help getting a job, the people in their life will help them out right away. But when they ask for help to date or figure out how to have a sexual relationship, that is a whole different story. Then people get nervous and aren't very helpful. Our goal for today is to become more comfortable and confident communicating about sexuality with your sons and daughters. This may make you feel a bit uneasy. It is a common feeling that all parents have, so it is totally understandable. We hope today you will gain more confidence to overcome the barriers that make it so difficult. Let me begin by defining what sexuality is. Sexuality is more than what we do with our bodies. It's about our thoughts, feelings, and emotions, about being a man or a woman. It's about intimacy and feeling connected. It's about relationships, how we relate to others and how others relate to us. It's about how we feel about ourselves and others. For those of you who think that having a relationship is not something you see in your son or daughter's future, I have a couple of questions for you. Does your son or daughter love you? Does your son or daughter respond to you when you are affectionate? Do you feel the love your daughter or son shares with you? You have already been one of your child's most important teachers when it comes to relationships. Your son or daughter needs more than just the facts. It is important for you to talk about your feelings, beliefs, and values about sexuality. Be open to what they may ask you. So, what gets in the way of talking about sexuality with our sons and daughters? Unfortunately, the messages most of us received about sexuality were negative. This affects our ability to talk about sex. We may think it's something that is dirty, or may think it's very private and not to be discussed. These old messages can get in our way when we are talking to our children about this topic. It's very important to try to replace these old messages with positive messages about sexuality. So why is it important to talk about sexuality with people with disabilities? It normalizes sexuality. It sets a pattern of communication between you and your children. Ignoring it can lead to negative thoughts about sexuality. It gives positive messages versus negative ones. It increases our self-esteem when we understand and know about our bodies. It increases trust between a child and a parent when they know they can ask questions and get accurate information at home. It combats all the inaccurate and unrealistic messages our media sends to younger folks. Support staff and teachers may be providing information, the facts about sexuality, but it is not their job to share values. It is the job of family members to talk about values and beliefs. When parents express their own values, it can be a starting place for their sons and daughters to form their own beliefs. People are more likely to wait to have sex if they choose to have sex, use protection if their parents discuss sexuality with them while they're growing up. Children who have been abused may have an easier recovery to view their sexuality as a positive thing versus a painful experience. It will help our children be sexually healthy and learn social skills such as setting boundaries. Here are a few tips for talking about sexuality. You may have to initiate the conversation. It is okay to feel embarrassed, not to know the answer and answer the question later. You and your son or daughter can hunt for it together. Make use of local resources, libraries, doctors, nurses, schools, provider agencies, etc. Use a private tone of voice in a private place. Give age-appropriate information. When answering questions, less is better than more. Begin with the simplest explanation and move to a more complicated one if a person continues to be interested or ask questions. Use models, visuals, TV, soap operas, role plays, scenarios. Try to give a consistent message. Try not to react such that you alarm the person. Watch your body language. Let your son or daughter overhear conversations. A person with a disability may be too embarrassed to discuss sexual topics, but they may not mind hearing family members discuss them. Ask your daughter or son for their opinion. Their self-respect begins with your consideration. And last, practice. Self-Advocates Becoming Empowered has provided many useful tools and resources to help family members to support their sons or daughters to express their sexuality. So, to get information on the Autism Now website, click on At Home, then click on Relationships, and then click on Sexuality. There, you will find good resources that will help you with this process. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on our next video.